So here's another example where we're just going to write the decision variables. We're going to define decision variables, find our constraints, and then define the profit function, or the objective function in this case. So the dietitian wishes to mix two types of food in such a way that vitamin contents of mixture contain at least 8 units of vitamin A and 10 units of vitamin C. Jelly contains 2 unit kilograms of vitamin A and 1 unit kilogram of vitamin C. Paste contains 1 unit kilogram of vitamin A and 2 units of vitamin C. It costs 50 cents per kilogram to purchase jelly and 70 cents per kilogram to purchase paste. How much paste and jelly should be purchased to minimize the cost of such a mixture? So when we set this up, I'm going to actually use a table here. And in this table, I'm going to define my variables as, well, the two variables I'm looking at are, you can have jelly, or you can have paste. Those are your two variables. So I'm going to define x as x is equal to jelly and y is equal to paste. And for this particular problem, I'm going to create a table. And I just want to show you a different way to look at it. So on this table, here's what I have. I'm going to put my two decision variables at the top. So I know x is jelly. And I know y is paste. And they have to have restrictions, so those will be my totals in the end. And then the two variables that the two constraints that I'm constraining are going to be your vitamin A and your vitamin C. And so I know that in this particular equation, I know that I have to have at least 8 units of vitamin A. So at least means greater than or equal to 8. And at least 10 units of vitamin C. So that is greater than or equal to 10. And so now I can go and fill this in. I know that jelly contains 2 units of vitamin C. I'm sorry, 1 unit of vitamin A. Jelly contains 2 units of vitamin A and 1 unit of vitamin C. And I know that paste contains 1 unit of vitamin A and 2 units of vitamin C. So you can see these are going to be my equations that I've created. And I need to create the non-negative restraints. So I know that x has to be greater than or equal to 0, and that y has to be greater than or equal to 0. So I have to make some jelly, I have to make some paste. And I know my equations that I'm going to get, the constraints are 2x plus y has to be greater than or equal to 8. That is the vitamin A constraint. And then x plus 2y has to be greater than or equal to 10. That is the vitamin C constraint. And the goal here is to minimize the cost of your mixture. Well, it costs 50 cents per kilogram to purchase jelly and 70 cents per kilogram to purchase paste. I'm going to use the letter Z here. So my objective function, if I want to minimize, Z is equal to 50 cents for jelly plus 70 cents per paste. So here goes your decision variables. Here are your constraints. Here's the objective function to minimize.